Hello, my name's Amari, and this is our summary and review of I Love You So Much I Could Die, which is currently playing at the New York Theater Workshop until March 9th. To summarize the play, Mona has experienced the highs of a good relationship, but also for the past year or more, she has been a bit overwhelmed by grief. And for the hour that you spend with her, whether it's through music or a robotic voice, she walks you through what happened and how she's been trying to manage her feelings and eventually heal. First and foremost, this is a play, but also kind of a musical, but not a musical in terms of people just randomly starting to dance and sing in a whole chorus line. Instead, after about every story, Mona does a song, and for about the 4 to 6 songs that are part of the show, it gives you very much indie movie soundtrack. And when I was watching, I would say it's somewhere between maybe Juno, Garden State, films that kind of have a sort of lofty pop alternative, I guess, feeling. Yet at the same time, she does mix it up a little bit of a rock vibe in 1 or 2 songs, and also even a little bit of comedy. But the main thing I want you to understand here is that when it comes to each song, even if they don't feel perfectly tuned to the story that came before them, they leave this impression on you as she talks about either being a good time girl, she's professing her love to a boyfriend, or how Mona's talking about how she wants her remains to be handled. And even when there's darkness in the song, there's also a sense of humor or expectation of peace that makes it so even if I can't recite a single lyric for you, I can still remember the feeling the music gave me. And that's something that I don't feel like a lot of plays or even movies or TV shows really do for me at this point of watching so many movies, TV shows, plays, musicals, etc. They just don't give the type of feelings that I Love You So Much I Could Die gave me. Which leads into the regular highlights, which the first one is Microsoft David. And the way this play works is Mona's doing all the singing without any type of extra stuff. She has an acoustic guitar that plays throughout the whole, not auditorium, but the building, I guess. And then when it comes to the stories, she uses Microsoft David, which is a program that you can use. It's available freely online in order to tell the stories, and she does it in a way that leads to a lot of comedic moments because it's robotic. It's for the most part monotone. So when it comes to the pronunciation, or even sometimes the deadpan delivery, Microsoft David makes the topics of death, grief, and mourning somehow comical. And mind you, even with the whole monotone aspect of it, you can tell that there were certain beats used in order to really give the jokes a punch. And I would even say that there's really no denying that as a narrative tool, it's kind of genius in a way. Which leads to one last highlight, which is also kind of clearing things up in terms of, yes, the play is noted to be I Love You So Much I Could Die. It's definitely about grief, regret, and things like that, but this is not an overbearing, it's going to make you drench in tears type of play. Now, with some people behind me crying, yes. But let me be very clear, I am very much a sap when it comes to a lot of films, plays even, and I wasn't crying. Did I understand the feelings that Mon was trying to convey? Did I have empathy for her? Yes. But I wouldn't say this is something that's meant to beat you down into submission to the point where you have to be crying, or else you're going to be questioned if you feel anything. This is not that type of play. As noted, it has humor, but it also at the same time addresses that life happens, especially the pandemic, which is part of what this play's talking about. And there's challenges that you just don't quickly get over. And while you can find humor in it down the road, when you're in the situation, it can be very hard to deal with intense emotions, especially if they're emotions that you're feeling for the first time.